Hey everyone, doing a quick Papa's Basement today. If you haven't heard the show before, it's a comedy show. We try to be funny. I have either radio professionals in here or comedians, or me, a locksmith. I fit the profile. Joining me today is Bill Rohland. What's up, Bill?
What's up, man? It's good to be back.
Bill has an extensive radio background. Been here for like, I don't know, what, 20-something years in the business?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 20, funny dude. And
I don't know.
Again, I've been a locksmith for about that long, so it
pays the bills, though, doesn't it?
It really, yeah. I can't complain. What the hell?
A lot of dumb people locking themselves out of their house or out of their car.
Yeah, the lockouts, and then people getting into spousal fights, and they have to lock people out, or renters that go rogue, and
Yikes.
yeah, that's where the real sweet cash is. Human misery.
Hey, let me ask you, have you noticed? And this is just an aside before we get into your other stuff.
Before we get to
making me think about this.
Sure.
Has your business dropped off at all with all the new things where you can open it like with your smartphone? You don't need keys anymore, or the locks,
the punch button stuff.
Yeah, because we have one of those like on our garage door. It's a punch button. Obviously, you
sure
don't deal with that.
I'm sure it has. I mean, I do not. I'm not like the good kind of nerd that has the autism that helps them in business where I track things.
So you don't know what your year over year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I do not. I lack that. I can only assume people that would be locking themselves out, are now able to just hit like a little push button lock and get in.
Okay.
I mean, the tables turn sometimes though, because the batteries will die.
That's true.
And so that they're sitting there impotently going like 1428, and the thing just chirps at them, and I have to drill out their expensive lock.
Wow.
It's great. I laugh and laugh, and I'm like, this is what you get for trying to cut me out of the mix, you bastards.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Fair point. Yeah, I was just curious about that because I was thinking about that the other day because like at our house, you go into the garage and then there's a keypad to get into the house. We've talked about putting a keypad one on the front of our house as well because it's a regular lock.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't do that, dude. Only do the garage. I'm always freaked out by people that have the keypads on a busy street because, like, legit, some creep could just get binoculars and watch you put in.
We're not on a busy street.
Stupid 4-digit code. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But
I get your point. Yeah.
I mean, you have like two like women in their 20s in your house, right? Like perverts exist.
Well, no, true. That is true. We have cameras too, though. So I mean,
okay,
we would know. I mean,
so do the perverts. That's the problem.
No, I mean cameras on the house watching for the perverts.
I know you got your perv cams.
Yep.
So, ironically, that is what they would call the cameras that they would install in your house.
Exactly.
And it comes full circle.
Yep.
So I have been out of sorts for the last week or so. I got LASIK done like a week ago, and I got the old school version called PRK, where they kind of like sand down the front of your eyeball.
Oh, I didn't even know there was old school and new school.
Oh, yeah,
I just thought it was all laser and they make some cuts and folds and
yeah, you literally heard pew pew pew. And
yeah, that's like, right. Isn't that what it is?
I was gonna just kind of summarize that, and then you walked in with literally every other ounce of prep, and that was gonna be the show.
I don't know.
No,
how does it work then? If they sanding your eye down does not sound appealing to me.
The reality of what happens, I think, is equally unappealing. I don't think I said sanding your eye down. I don't think they sit there with like they're preparing the wood for a Pinewood Derby car or something like that. I don't know if it works that way. I'd been debating this for like a year because contact lenses just felt horrible on me. And I'll be honest, I think there's something. I know that glasses are kind of like chic. They've been that way for like literally every dude in improv is just a fat white guy with a beard and glasses. Like it's just like I could literally be a mass murderer or a rapist as long as I stayed in different improv troupes, like looking the way I did. They would just be like, "Oh, who grabbed your breasts, madam?" I'd be like, "Oh, the fat white guy with the beard and the glasses." They'd be like, "Cool,
get a lineup."
Yeah, exactly.
Which one is he? Yeah.
Get the SVU because nothing's happening here. Yeah. So for a while now, I don't know, man, since I was a kid, I had glasses.
Right.
And like I hated them as a kid because I had that inherent reaction of like, this is nerdy and disgusting.
Correct.
And like, this is gonna sound weird, but like as soon as I got glasses, I kind of became like a tubby schlub because I was like, I think on
fit the role.
Yeah, on some level, psychologically, I was just like, who gives a crap? Like at second grade, I was like, I'm not eating pussy with glasses on.
Well, I don't think in second grade you'd be doing that anyway.
No, second grade, I literally didn't even know that was called like. I didn't even know that was an act. I
would hope not.
No, not so much. Yeah.
I
was a selfish lover back then. Yeah, I was like, look, it can be done to me, but this mouth doesn't go down there.
That's
bitch.
right. 68 and I'll owe you one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I for a long time, I've just been a real hater of glasses. Like, even though
Okay.
they've kind of become their own thing. And I don't know if it's just because I had glasses forever, but I love them on a woman. Like on a woman, and
It's the
not
whole librarian thing.
exactly.
You
Yeah.
have a crush on your elementary school librarian, perhaps?
I wish that I had anyone. I had two attractive elementary school teachers.
Okay.
I had Mrs. Hamilton in kindergarten and Mrs. Comer in first grade, and one was like the blonde Barbie and the other was like a really hot black chick. So like that's why I've never been racist when it comes to love.
There you go.
Like those are my only two attractive teachers the entire run. And then Miss Peasley in fifth grade, who was literally Mrs. Krabappel from The Simpsons.
Oh,
like single smoker.
Right,
she was great, but I
hates
effing
men
loved her.
because of her.
I think she
miserable
was.
marriage.
Yeah, I think she was divorced, but Miss Peasley was friggin' awesome.
Okay.
So the entire run, even though this has become a thing, I've never liked glasses at all. They're uncomfortable. They get smashed. And there was a window, I want to say, in high school and college where I wore contacts. And like, again, I don't know if this is like some subconscious thing or whatever the hell, but I lost a ton of weight when I had contacts.
That's why you're like I'm a man now.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can. That's in eighth grade. I was like, I can eat pussy now.
That's
all the pussy I want.
Right.
I knew what it was at that point.
There you go.
There was no option to do it, but I knew what it was. Damn it!
Family life thing that you took in health class in eighth grade.
Exactly. They were like, here's that woman who's been cut in half, and this is her uterus and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, where's my tongue go? God damn it!
It's very attractive.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Small intestine, large intestine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nothing gets you fired up like that. Yeah.
And they wonder why anal's grown popular. He teaches all the one shebang, same go. So I radio with all the weird hours I had in radio, I got out of contacts. I didn't want to wake up at 2 a.m. and put them in. Like if your eyes are too squinty for it, you literally can't fit the lens in.
Right.
I've been wearing them for 10 years since they got popular. I got fat as hell and gross. And I got tired of it, man. I wanted to wear contacts now and again, like on the occasions when I was. I've said the words eating pussy 3 times now. But on the occasions that came up, I like seeing where I'm going. I don't want to be 100% tactile. You know what? Like I didn't lose my eyes in the trenches to the mustard gas and I'm feeling my way, back to my fellow doughboys. Like I want to see it. I want to look Predator in the mouth. It's similarly, this might all be stripper related, but you get a pair of tits smashed in your face and like, your glasses get shoved aside and she pulls them out and you look like the damn nutty professor. It's stupid and it's embarrassing.
But it's fun for all your friends.
It's hilarious. Yeah. I mean, you literally, you look like it's incredible, but annoying to you. You're like, I don't want to be disrupted here. I want to calmly concentrate on my erection. Like that's what I want to happen.
Fair enough.
Here. So yeah, for about a year, I've been kind of going back and forth, like getting fired up for LASIK and conversely getting freaked out, like reading LASIK horror stories.
Well, that's what would scare me is I'd be deathly afraid that they all 99% of the time, I'm that 1%. I'd be that 1%. I can't be the 1% that's making way too much money. People want to protest me. I'd be the 1% that would go blind because
the
of
horrible
LASIK.
stuff happens.
Or I just have a permanent halo and everything that I see. I will glow.
Oh, well, you have that already.
No, things that I see, not around me, but when you look at things, did you get that? Did you get the little?
So weirdly enough, I do not have the halo.
Okay.
Like out of the most common side effects, like what is weirding me out a week later, and I'll go through it. But
You're growing a third leg.
Yeah, my penis has gotten gargantuan. Like that was not promised. It was already big to start with. No. I've just the vision isn't perfect like a week out, but I'm going to take months with my surgery. It's literally, I think, 90 days until you're most of the way there. Just the way this version heals. I'll walk you through it all.
Why wouldn't you get the better version that healed quicker?
Because all right, we'll do it.
Is it like way more money?
No, same cost.
What are you doing then?
Why
would you want it to last, to take longer to be healed if it's the same amount of money?
There's two things to
I'd
it.
love
One,
to hear it.
I believe my version called PRK, they've been doing
Sounds like
for
something they do in
years.
North Korea.
Yeah, it really, yeah, the People's Republic of Eyeballs. I believe they've been doing this crap since like Nam for jet pilots and stuff like that. Like my version, tried and true.
All right,
Like
I got you.
McCain didn't die of crappy eyeballs. You know, he had the brain cancer, not anything related to that kind of stuff. So there's a huge body.
Did John McCain have LASIK?
I'm assuming like almost anyone flying a plane, like they have to get you to 2020.
Okay.
You know, so I would assume a lot of those guys get it.
Interesting. I never thought about that. Okay.
Oh yeah, no. When I walked in the dude's office, like there was a Kirk Cousins jersey, and like I paid extra to have the guy who's done all the nationals and all the horrible DC teams.
I got you.
And it's like we paid this guy to lose, you know, like
that's right.
So I should have walked out right
so
then
well.
and there. Exactly. Yeah. But Kirk had, you know, some dumb jokey quote on his little 8 jersey, which is now, you know, like $8 if you go to Modell's. And, yeah.
Okay, so you did that instead of the quicker one.
Yeah, where they cut a flap. Like they do.
That's the one that I'm familiar with.
Okay, yeah. They cut a flap in your eye.
Yep.
Pull that back.
Yep.
The laser hits your eyeball for a bit, and then they smack the flap back on.
It just makes me uncomfortable.
And for the rest of your days, what they don't really say is if you're hit firmly in the face, or not even that firmly, but say like someone's like, hey, think fast, and throws a Jolt Cola at you because it's 94, and it hits your eyeball.
It Surge now? Isn't that the new one? Surge.
Yeah, we should put on our Jenko jeans and just get real hip with the kids. Play some corn, follow the leader is the intro.
Right.
So that flap can like open up, and then you just got like a little flap on your eyeball,
and then your eyeball falls out, and
yeah, pretty much all your eyeball milk sprays. No, I think like the flap just sits there like your tooth, like when you're a kid and it's halfway out, you're like, this doesn't feel right. Yeah, and they take you back and re-flap you. My thing, I think they just chop that entire thing off.
Okay.
And so the skin has to regrow. But once it does,
that's why it's taking 90 days.
Yeah. Once it does, it's good. Like it's all fresh. There is no seam. Okay. Apparently.
All right.
So I don't know. I was like, which one has the better long-term prognosis? And they're like, well, they're both safe as hell, but I guess this one. I'm like,
I mean,
cool.
Are you worried about getting like somebody throwing something at you, and or
I go to strip clubs and bosoms hit me in the face off? I didn't want it to be an issue.
Okay.
Like I don't want to have to 8 years, 20 years from now, something like that. Like I just accidentally brush my eye and the little submarine hatch
I'm just trying
to
think the last time I got like drilled in the face.
I
can't.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it could happen.
I'm not an alcoholic, so it doesn't happen in bar situations. I'm usually the one that like walks away from a woman. We don't really get in fights, so I haven't taken a good punch to the chops and really since school ended.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything. So I don't know. It could come up. Like you don't want to be mugged. And then have that on top.
I don't want to be mugged anyway.
No, you don't want to be mugged, but you don't want to also be like, you know, my tooth is out and my flaps open.
What you got to tell the guy. Look, not in the face. I've had LASIK, please.
That's a good line. I mean, I will
not in the face.
Employ that because he doesn't need to know. I don't need to explain. Like, well, truthfully, I've had PRK to avoid this exact scenario. But
be like the Anchorman thing, not in the face.
Yes,
not in the face.
The Dorothy Mantooth fight.
That's right.
So yeah. Getting back about 10 minutes ago, you were talking about really poor luck when it comes to LASIK. I have a story for you.
No.
From my first customer, like coming back from LASIK, I started talking to them.
Okay.
I'm a piece of crap, by the way. I started driving like before they said I could.
Awesome.
Because
so you probably drove home that night.
I didn't do that because I was really full of Valium, like, and my eBay receipts will show it.
Which is, again, fascinating to me that they're like, here you go. Go get stoned before we take you in and laser you up.
Oh, they want you stoned so you don't freak out at the moment of truth. So you don't like.
But I mean, even on the Valium, is it painful?
No, not in the least. Because they put a bunch of numbing crap on your eyes.
Okay.
Like I would assume without it, you would feel a laser zap in your eyeball. Sure,
yeah, that to me, that's one of the drawbacks is I don't want that pain. I hate needles. And I would equate a laser going into my eye as basically the same thing as a needle going
No,
into my arm.
there's like they put an apparatus over your face and you actually see brightly colored lights. It's between that and the Valium, it's
sounds
as
like
close.
a bad trip.
No, it sounds exactly like an alien anal probing, minus like the loving touch.
Sounds like you're hanging out with Ken Keese and all those guys.
It was
the electric folate acid test.
It was fun, man. I can't complain. The Valium, I think I could do just about anything on Valium. Okay. I'm starting to realize like they need to just give you a Valium and you could march into battle. You can pay your taxes.
Are you going to move to West Virginia and become an opioid freak now? What's going on?
I don't think Valium's an opioid. I could be wrong there, but I think like
probably
Valium's
not. But it sounds like you want to go just hang out and be a Valium junkie.
I mean, if I could just get an infinite supply of Valium, yeah, that would be my career choice.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure there are people listening right now that would be more than happy to supply you with Valium.
It was incredible. Like really, because it's so subtle. It was like, imagine, you know how you have one or two drinks and you're like, I'm not really that messed up, but then you're like, oh, I made out with that ugly bitch. Like this happened. I thought I was sober at the time.
College days.
Yeah. So it was like that, except take the drunkenness level up a couple notches. But you're like, yeah, I'm right as rain. Like,
just feel good.
Yeah,
that's why people take them before they get on planes. It's people that have anxiety flying. Valium's their kick.
Yeah, you dude, it's incredible. Like the whatever, let's just call it the 1% drug, the drug of the 1%. They know what's up, man. They know how to invest. They know how to be born into money, and they know that Valium's sweet.
See, I would be so afraid. I mean, this is going back when I was 13. I had to have surgery on my knee. I had torn my PCL.
Okay,
which is not the traditional one. ACL obviously is the more common one that you hear of.
The posterior cruciate ligament.
Correct. Posterior. Yeah, either way. Whatever it is. And I remember even at like 13 years old being in there and they'd be like, okay, if it's really, really intense pain, you could just hit the little button. And I don't know if it was morphine or what. I don't think it was morphine. That seems to be a little extreme, but it was the mid 80s. So who knows?
Yeah. Could have been dilaudid for all you know.
Yeah. Whatever it was, it would, again, take the pain away because you just end up loopy. And I even remember then going, I don't like this. I don't like this idea that I just hit a couple buttons and then it's into la la land. So I was in the hospital for 3 or 4 days, which they do not do anymore. They get you right out of there now for knee surgeries. This was like almost Civil War. Let's take a bone saw to their knee. I mean, compared to what they do it now. And I just remember the time I got out of there, the last day and a half that I was in the hospital, I was like, I don't care how much this hurts. I don't want this drip, whatever this thing is anymore. I'd be scared to death to take Valium because I'd probably like it. And then I'd be like you. I'd be like, I got to find ways to get myself hurt or pretend I didn't get them all the time.
Weirdly enough,
I couldn't function if I did that.
I've never gotten hooked on opiates. Like I've had friends that did.
I'd be afraid I would. I'm scared to death.
I look back and I had friends. I mean, the dude eventually died. That were huge into opium, but this was before I knew about like actual pill addiction.
Smoking it like the Cheshire Cat?
He got into that later.
Okay.
So he first got into, and
hope I didn't ruin Alice in Wonderland for everybody.
Is that what happened? So the early 2000s, this dude was ordering via the internet and just like,
you're getting the good stuff.
A prescription pad. Yeah, but he was just writing fraudulent prescription after fraudulent prescription. He'd already lost his license to DUI. And so I would drive him around to like FedEx, UPS, post office, and we kind of like hit them all in a row.
You're just an accessory at this point.
Looking back, I was a real piece of garbage, but I thought I was being a good friend at the time.
Right.
And he would pay me and be like, here's a handful of like Oxycontins and stuff. And like, I just did them because like I didn't like college at the time, but I never felt hooked. Like I was like, this is something I can take or leave. He went far in the other direction on that one. I mean, he was ordering bottles. I'm not kidding. I've never seen pill bottles this big. They were about yay tall with a diameter of that. Like and like they would have been freakish for sex toys. And these were pill bottles.
Right.
And he was getting those in and was just going through these pills. Maybe like every 3 days, he would be down 90 pills or some absurd number.
And I think part of it too is fresh out of college. Was living with a couple of my buddies from college, and one of the guys had become a pharmaceutical rep, and he had back problems stemming from some injury he had in high school. And I remember all through college, it would flare up on him every once in a while. And so he started doing kind of the same thing, skimming all these pain pills, got totally addicted to them, ended up having to go to like one of those Malibu rehab, we're going to fix you type things. And I mean, it was brutal how bad. But I think seeing that, the experience that I had was younger, I'm scared to death. I know for a fact. And this is why I've never even had, and everybody's going to go, oh, you're such a loser in the square, especially with the way things are now. I've never even had a pull off of marijuana cigarette before. I've never
I'm so happy you called it a
life.
marijuana cigarette. I was like, what is the squarest thing it can
That's
be
why I
called?
did it that way. Yeah. I've never taken a hit off a joint. None of that's because I'm afraid to death that I'm gonna be like, wow, I really like that. And I'm
you'll
gonna want
take
it
one
all
pull
the time.
and start hearing like incense and peppermints and
Well, yeah, it's probably stupid. I'm sure there's people out there listening that are probably high as they're listening to this. That are like,
oh, it's the only way you can make it through this.
And they're like, Bill, you're an idiot. Okay, maybe I am, but I am worried to death about that stuff. So again, I go to the LASIK thing, going back to yours. I'd be scared to death that they would give me that volume and I'd be like, hey, got anything for the pain? My eyes are really scratchy. Give me something for the pain. And then I'd want it all the time.
Oh, no.
All the time.
Like all the pain pills you get for this are just drops. Like, so they're not pain pills and I'm a horrible broadcaster. You just get pain relief drops.
That's fine.
And they tell you to refrigerate them. In fact, I have them in a little ice baggie.
There you go.
At my in my car, and before I hit the road after the show, I need to dump a bunch of that crap in my eyes. Yeah. So the horror story for LASIK, yeah. I was talking to like literally my first customer after this, and she was like, "I had a friend doing it. I swear to God, this is the most freakish thing I heard.
Oh no,
doing it during that earthquake we had 9 years ago, and it shook the machine. Yeah, and." I know that it's set up to work during a power outage, or it like keeps the information. So even if it's only halfway through the process,
it'll just start over again.
It'll get you the rest of the way. But apparently the actual machine.
Well, yeah, it'd be like somebody coming in and just kind of being like, bumping it. You're like, hey, wait a minute.
And she was like, she couldn't get. I mean, I don't think she was like, like,
is she blind now?
I was gonna say, like, you hear that and you instantly just,
of course,
you imagine like a red jagged scar across the face and then that milky white eyeball. But no, I think like she just couldn't get LASIK in it anymore, and like they gave her new glasses to address.
Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah, whatever happened.
Here's some glasses. Maybe the one side's gonna be a little thicker in the lens than the other. And sorry about that.
And she was like, I don't know if they charged her or not. I was like, I hope they didn't.
Well, I would think the doctor's insurance would cover that because that's not their fault. That's not the doctor. The doctor
literally hand to God stuff.
Right. Yeah. The doctor couldn't do anything about the earthquake, especially in Virginia.
I mean, how snake bitten. It's weird because that's
brutal.
That earthquake has been mentioned 3 times in the last week. I did a lady's door, like some lock work for her earlier today. She's like, you know what? I believe my door was knocked out of alignment by that earthquake in 2009.
Did you go, no, it wasn't.
I don't know. I made my money either way. I don't care.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
That earthquake legit screwed up the chimney of my mom's house.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
But if it did do that, what are you waiting 9 years for? What are you doing?
She's old.
What are you doing?
Know. Like, I think time just passes.
I guess.
Like days of our lives.
What are you doing?
It's just, you blink and you're like, oh, I'm dead now. You're like 50, you blink. You're 65, you blink.
I get it. I mean, it's going quick.
Yeah,
it goes
horrible.
Quick.
Dude, I am so stone cold pain. Like I entered my 30s feeling young, like my life was ahead of me. I am leaving my 30s in existential panic, and I still got like 2 years. I got 38, I got 39. Hell, even 40 is gonna feel like 30. Dude, I cannot get over it. There has never been a change in my life. Like the 20s was just nothing really happened. Like external stuff happened to me, but me internally, 20 to 29. Nothing really changed. I was the same guy I was really as a teen, but 30 to 40, terrifying. I hate it. So back to the eyeball stuff.
Yes.
The way it works is you go in multiple times, they measure your eyes, and they come up with what they're going to zap you with. And then day of surgery, you've been taking drops, like prep drops for like a week.
Right.
Like your eyeballs are drenched. Like they're porn star wet. Your eyeballs, like you have the Pete Davidson butthole eye thing going. Like they're just They're
poor
runny.
feet.
You have the Ren from Ren and Stimpy eyes.
Oh,
they're dripping.
Stimpy.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
glistening. These things are ready. You could, I think, just blow on them a little bit with a Capri Sun straw, and they would just melt. Like that's how
Oh,
full of
man.
fluid these eyes are. So yeah, at least for PRK, they pop you full of the Valium after telling you for the 50th time, like, look, there's nothing to worry about, but you're gonna sign like 10 pages worth of docs
Just in case you die.
to the
it's
contrary.
not our
Yeah.
fault.
Or even like they're like, look, understand this is an art, not a science. Like we're just shaving skin off your eye and zapping it with a laser.
Just for the hell of it.
It has to heal back correctly. Like otherwise this won't really,
And if it doesn't, it's not our fault.
Yeah.
You're blind, so what?
I mean, yeah,
Sheesh.
I wouldn't be happy if my vision stopped right now. Like I would need glasses, but at the same time, I could function day-to-day life like this without my lenses.
Right.
Fortunately, just 7 days, like I've had to be calm about it because sometimes you are like, holy F, what did I do?
Well, yeah, I'd be afraid I'd wake up day 3 and be like, man, this is not getting any better. And what if it never does? What if I have something wrong with my body that it will not heal properly?
You and my mom, like you guys would have needed the one where it's like 20 minutes later, you're like, I think I'm good to go. Like I'm
that's
healed.
the one I want. I want the one where they finish, say, okay, lie here in a dark room for 15 minutes. You should probably have somebody drive you home. But if you didn't, you'll be all right.
Yeah, my mom came with me and was freaking out just hearing the description of what I was going to go through. And I'm like, it's cool, relax. She's like, no, but how long did
Look, I get it. I don't like people describing how they're going to take blood. And I mean, we're going to stick a needle in your arm. Nope. That's
really
fine. Oh, forget it. Any medical procedure.
Oh, I find the mechanics of the body fascinating.
Thank you.
I like seeing us pulled apart.
Nope.
I like knowing that we're just pieces of crap robots.
Don't care.
We're just pooping robots. That's it. Just cars that make wee.
Oh, I did read, not to interrupt your story for the 9th time.
No, it's all good.
I did read the other day.
Reading.
Look at you. Well, it's on the internet. Does that count if you read it on the internet? That scientists say that the first person that is going to live to be 150 is alive today.
Right now, yeah.
That's amazing to me. I want to be that guy.
I don't.
I want to be that guy.
To me, it's all or nothing. If I'm not going to literally live forever, I don't.
Well, if they get you 150, maybe by then, because
that's what they say. You can. It's like breaking terminal velocity that you're going to be able to stay one step ahead of the Reaper over and over.
So, if 150, right?
Yeah.
That means it would be 21. What would it be? Almost 2130.
Yeah.
2129. And I would be 150 years old.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
I mean,
I'd love to see another turn of the century. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings. I can see, I've watched enough vampire shows to know that you burn out on life eventually.
I don't think you do.
Yeah. God.
I mean, look, think about okay.
As long as they keep making Mario and Zelda games, like I'll have something to look forward to.
You might be able to actually sit and drive the Mario Kart by that time.
That would be a nice diversion.
And be able to drop bananas and everything. It'd be fantastic.
That would be good.
But think about like H.W. Bush's funerals today.
Yeah.
As we're taping this, it's going on downtown.
He is not going to live to 150.
No, he's not.
Spoiler.
But 94. Okay,
yes.
Hell of a run.
Yeah,
hell of a run.
I would awesome.
If somebody came to me and said, "You get 94," I'd take it. I'd like 100, but I would take 94 over and over again. Think about everything that happened in his lifetime, the progress, all the things that he saw become commonplace. Think about now adding another 50 years to that. How much more is going to happen between now and 2068 that he could have seen? Mind-blowing.
I mean,
mind-blowing.
But do you want to be around for a world that seems so foreign to you?
Yes.
Really?
Why would it be foreign to me? I would have lived it. I would have seen all of it.
But like,
yes.
Don't the mores of youth already feel weird to you? I was reading something the other day. Look at suck on that, Einstein. I was also reading the internet.
Well,
and it was some guy saying he got out of like a 7-year relationship, and he's now right around my age.
Trying to date.
Yeah, he was trying to date.
Stop dating young chicks. Stop.
1, no. 2, he was saying we've hit this point where time and time again, women are like, I would love to meet someone like in person, face to face. I'm sick of this online thing.
I agree with them.
And yet, simply approaching people IRL now, he's like, you kind of feel like a predator, like the way people react to you. Like these people, millennials, I guess, you know, firmly in the millennial camp, age wise, as much as they bemoan this stuff, they really only meet people via, you know, Bumble and Tinder and crap like that.
The amazing thing is, though, because I don't know if we read the same article, but they're talking about
it was in swank.com, right?
Probably not then. They're talking about the generation just behind millennials, whatever they're calling them now.
Okay.
Are the ones that are actually going the other way with it.
Are they?
That they still love the technology and everything else, but they want that connection.
So I have to date 14-year-olds.
4 more years.
Okay, cool.
And then, but I think that's what happens.
Never thought you'd be co-starring with Anthony Cumia, did you?
Stuff goes in that cycle where the people behind them are looking at them going, you don't have anything real. Nothing to you is real.
For me, because I was ahead of that curve. Like back when people were like, ha ha ha, internet, it's for nerds. Oh my God, internet dating. What kind of loser are you? Right. I'm like, dude, I'm banging ass off MySpace left and right, you know, and like good ass.
So many people in your top 8.
Oh my God, yeah. And that was, you could tell someone stopped to give me some because they left the top 8. Right. Dude, sweet.
That's right.
But it was like, I had no qualms about it. It felt a little weird because everyone else was meeting in person, but I was like, I'm getting laid left and right off AIM.
Yeah, but you know what? People weren't really meeting in person. They just didn't want to admit that they were meeting people
I guess
online
so, yeah.
or trying to because it had that stigma at the beginning.
I've always been painfully open about everything,
And then it became normalized, and it's no big deal. But,
so what you're saying is like, I'm pretty much Martin Luther King. Like I mean, I stood and died for
really
people. Cool,
but
yeah,
sure. If you want to
thank you,
take that, I guess so.
Your words, not mine.
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
I loved it, but now in my late 30s and having done enough, I guess, comedy stuff, especially the improv where you think on your feet and kind of get over whatever anxieties you have, I'd really dig meeting people in person. Like I don't care. Like I'm just a lump of crap at this point. I'm like, it's not going to get any less lumpy. I'm not, you know, like this is what you're going to get. I'd rather you just see that and deal with it. Cause like in my 20s, this will sound weird given what I look like now, but like photos were a strength. I was in shape.
No,
I could be like, look at my bell chest.
I knew you in your late 20s. So yeah.
Yeah. You knew the beginning of the end. Like kind of,
okay. I mean,
you were like America in 2015, you know,
that's
like there was still something nice. I would play up those, you know, good angles and stuff like that.
But I mean, I get the predator thing, but it doesn't have to be that way if you can just have a normal conversation.
But he's saying this guy was alleging this source, you know, who is incontrovertible. He was internet guy. He was just saying, like, even normal conversation, if you're like, oh, hey, like, what are you reading? People will be like, please, I'll blow my rape whistle. You know, like it's
okay. Here's the thing, then he's dealing with the wrong people.
Or he's really ugly.
Okay. I guess there's that as well, perhaps. But there is
smelly penis.
There is that segment of the population that no matter what, and they'll be the first ones to complain that, oh, I can't meet a nice guy, or I can't that and the other. That even if it's just an innocuous conversation, if it's nothing, if it's completely innocent, it's no big deal, that they're reading into every single motivation that some guy will have. And I see this all the time. Not that I travel.
Off air, you always refer to them as C-bombs.
Right.
You just throw it about left and right.
But I mean, I see it just thinking now recently, I've taken a couple flights, you know, the basketball season started, traveling with Mason.
And no Valiums.
Right. No Valiums. I travel completely sober.
Jeez.
But in the airport, you'll sit there and have an hour or so before your flight or whatever. And I like people watching because I find it fascinating because I think people, for the most part, are annoying or stupid. So I get to see all of that in an airport. And you'll see people just even trying to have a regular conversation with somebody just because you happen to be standing next to them in whatever security line or at the Starbucks or wherever it may be. And people like tense up, like, oh, why is this person talking to me? Like, hey, look, we're all sharing the same human experience of having to get through this security line. Relax. I'm not
excuse me, you've never
to.
seen my Instagram and how great my life is. We're
Well,
not sharing anything, sir.
that may be. That may be.
That
But
might be the frame of mind,
but
honestly.
I don't get that at all. Like, clearly, I'm traveling. I'm wearing the Mason, gear, whatever. You can see there's a whole group of us that are traveling together.
But you're the only one without pants, and that's why I'm reacting that way.
I'm like, I'm not hitting on you. Nobody is hitting on you. We're just making conversation. It's traveling over the Thanksgiving holiday and going, oh, hey, you going home to see family? Why are you headed to Florida? Why are you headed home to whatever it is? And then going, well, I mean, I don't want to really talk about it. Well,
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, it's like you just look at them and go, okay, you're not a CIA agent. I know that because you wouldn't have your name written on all of your stuff that people could read.
Or is that the perfect cover?
Well, I guess there's that as well. But I think that's what the problem is. There are people out there that are perfectly acceptable of having a conversation with a decent stranger, wherever it may be. And then there are people that no matter what, like you said, I got my mace and my rape whistle. If you come within 18 inches of my personal space, I'm blowing and I'm spraying, and it ain't going to be pretty.
Blowing and spraying. Nice.
There you go.
That concept. Yeah, I don't know. For my money, I'm not the biggest into just casual conversation, but I wouldn't freak out if someone.
But right, I was just saying, say you're okay, it's Christmas time, right? There's going to be a lot of lines at Target or wherever you're going, whatever shopping you're doing.
I'll use my imagination. I celebrate Kwanzaa. Continue.
Okay, very good. So you're at your local World Market looking for a Kwanzaa gift, right?
Trying to celebrate the harvest.
Yeah, of course. And maybe the lines got a little long. Maybe one of the cashiers called out sick that day to screw everybody else at the store, right? They're mad. They're going to ruin everybody else's holiday by pretending they got a little cough. So the line's backed up. If somebody behind you in line noticed your wonderful giraffe carving that you have that you're going to give to somebody and said, hey, that's a nice giraffe you got there. Now, what section of the store did you get that from? Is that going in your house or is that a gift? I don't think you'd be like, please, sir, I'm trying to have my own moment. I don't need you talking to me.
I'm squirting and spraying, sir.
Right. I don't think that you're going to be angry with that person inquiring where you got your mahogany giraffe.
I'll probably, to be fair, if it feels like it's going to go on and on, I will grab the phone at some point. Like, I'll try to use body language. Like, I'm good with a back and forth about 3 lines.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unless it's someone I want to screw. Like, and to be fair, if it's in that situation, we're just out in public and I'm starting a conversation, I probably want to bang the person. But I'm not always in the hitting on mode. Like if it goes in that direction, it's cool. I just want you to know if you ever see me start talking to a stranger, it's usually just a woman that I would like to bang.
Well, but then that guy that I'm not about the article, then he should, if that's the case, if that's his thing too, then he should feel like a predator because that's what you're doing.
Well, yeah, I am. But what I'm saying is I don't take it in a flirty way typically. I'm just saying if I randomly start talking to someone about like burgers at Red Robin or some crap as we're seated at Red Robin, it's probably just some like woman that I do find attractive. Fair. Like if it's just some schlub, I'm not going to talk to them. I don't care about the shared experience. If I believe it is a shared experience. So guess what? You feel what I feel when you eat a damn Red Robin burger. Contentment.
I don't necessarily
joy with the endless fries.
Red Robin, but again, when you're in a situation where you're kind of stuck, again, an airport security line.
Yes.
Or just any of that stuff. For somebody to just, because you're all standing there, just kind of go, hey, so yeah, are you headed home for the holiday or whatever?
I can picture Bill being the car to the group and being like, hey, buy me dinner first.
No, see,
getting laughs.
I have the TSA pre-check, so I don't have to deal with the unwashed. I go right to the front.
The last time I went through, I did the super radiation special.
Oh yeah,
where they see everything and you just see like the outline of your flesh over your bones. And I was just like, holy God, I'm fat. Like, how did I get this fat? This is repugnant. Like, I really hope this does kill me.
I tell you what, one of the guys that we're traveling with, Mason, he went through that and they still can't figure out. I mean, never figured out why it triggered on the thing because he is in a travel outfit. Our travel outfits are basically a sweatshirt, sweatpants, basically. So you don't there's no place to put anything. You empty your pockets You're not wearing a belt.
He keistered a shiv.
You're not wearing a belt. So he went through and they're like, is there something in your waistband? He's like, no. Like, well, it kind of popped up. We're going to have to do the screening. And this is when he should have known he was in trouble. They said, do you want to go to the room or can we just do it here? And he was like, let's just do it here. I don't care. And he got the full on, I mean, turn your head and cough. Oh, right there in front of everybody. I mean, it was.
I had that one time when I came back from Greece via Berlin. Like,
well, you did it to yourself.
Well, my mom and my brother, stayed out of the sun, and my brother shaved, and like they went through, and I just like hadn't shaved in 3 weeks, and like looked really like mega swarthy, and they're like, "Come with us." I was like, "All right."
You're like, yes, I see the American passport. You're not fooling anyone. You bought that online. Come here.
No, I definitely. I'm trying to think of is the name like Matsoukas or something like that. There's one dude like the most Arabian-looking Greek dude on earth who's on the league or something like that.
Okay.
I had that look to me.
Nice.
I wish I knew his name.
But yeah, they started like down on his ankles. They're patting him down. He didn't think anything of it. Again, he's got his arms out, and the one guy's doing the little wand thing, but nothing. And then he said they got up to his waistband. The guy's kind of checking, and then just
wow.
Hey, again, as you said, can I get flowers first for this?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just like, wow.
What
they didn't need that.
I mean, legit, was he like pantsed or something like that?
No. I mean, he's had his sweatpants on, but they're like going. This isn't any good on the radio. Okay. They started his ankles, and they're doing the whole, grab around your ankles, your knees. Just looks. Maybe you got a gun. I mean, whatever.
I was just picturing they then pantsed him and put a tongue depressor under.
No.
Cock and balls.
Basically, just kind of did the say hello to the twins right there in front of everybody. He was like,
especially if you're a ball player, you got a big one. I'd be fine with that.
He wasn't. He's not. He's just the academic advisor.
So then that's not fun. No.
But it was just like,
if I were a ball player in sweats, I'd be like, cool, here it is.
I'm not sure that I don't know.
I'd spend more time out of pants than a 2-year-old.
So our guys might have been like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on? Because he was like, hey, and they're like, okay, you can go. And he's like, yeah, you think? I mean, you've done pretty much. So he's like, next time I'll just maybe go to the back room because that was a little much.
No, but it's a good story.
I guess
he wasn't violated. He's a man. He's a man.
Well,
Walk it off.
And again, it was another guy. So I don't know if that makes it better or worse. I don't care.
Makes it doubly hilarious.
I've had the same thing where you go through and they're like, all right, we got something came up. All right, fine, do whatever you gotta do. I don't care. It'll be over in 30 seconds because I know I've got nothing.
If you're
me.
Getting checked down there, what's your preference, man or woman?
Don't care.
Really?
Don't care because it's not sexual in any nature whatsoever. So I don't care. Whatever.
I got sonogrammed. I guess that's the word. Yeah, sonogram. Whatever they do with the pregnant women. I was getting my my nuts checked because I do that every so often, just for maintenance. And it wasn't even like an attractive woman, like a very matronly woman,
right?
But like, Jesus, man.
Why are they sonogramming your nuts?
Because like since I was like young, like occasionally I'll just like get like some sort of lump near it, and I'm like, just check that stuff out.
Yeah,
it's my balls, man. I gotta mess with that.
Exactly. Yeah, to take care. Okay, that makes sense.
And like,
let you just going in there for the fun. Like, they put that gel on you. Dude, it's great.
It was horrible. Like, this really warm gel all over my D and B's. Yeah, and it's going on and on. And at a certain point, like,
you're like, hey, this is a little much.
No, my body's like, oh, warm jelly's hitting me. I know what happens next, and so I'm having to sit there, like, be like, do not get hard, do not get hard. God damn you, do not get hard. And I didn't, but it was like legit 20-something minutes. I was getting my balls fondled. And I'm like, I've paid good money for this in the past. Like,
glad my copay takes care of this.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, Jesus, copay hookers. Don't even start me. I'd be the sickest man on earth. Oh, God. That'd be incredible.
But yeah, I mean, I don't care. Again, in that, I wouldn't care either way. Doesn't matter because they're not in there and comparing notes. At the end of the day, they're not going home and being like, yeah, this guy today. I feel sorry for him and his wife. Boy.
Exactly. I want the person being as miserable as me. So like I had the prelude to this, the first date was a dude doctor checking out my ween.
Right.
And I was fine with that because I'm like, haha, you hate this and I hate it. Suck it.
Even he doesn't hate it. He's probably making good money. He's a doctor.
Yeah, but still, it's not your favorite day. Like your favorite day is some girl being like, are my nipples asymmetrical? You're like, I don't know. Let me taste. But, it did get a little weird. He saw my Pikachu phone case. And like as I was walking past him in the hall, he's like, "Hey man, couple of weeks, Smash Brothers, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like, we can talk Nintendo video games, I guess."
See,
But
that's good. You bonded.
yeah, we did a little bit, I
bonded,
guess.
it's good.
Yeah, he's
You give him a little finger point, be like, "Next time, see you then."
exactly.
When
I'm
you
like,
back, when you back
I'll
on
bring
again,
the Switch in the room.
yeah, there
we
you
can
go.
play it quick.
You guys could play Switch while he's sonogramming.
I'd be
nuts.
fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was weirded out. Like a lot of guys, I think jokingly are like, "Yeah, of course I want the girl filling up." It's like, do you?
No, it's not.
It's just frustrating. Like, because you just want it to end happily.
Well, yeah, and they're not. Again, they're doing their job. They're not.
I know.
They're not going to work. Well, I'm saying for your buddies, being like, "Yeah, I gotta have the girl."
Yeah.
Why? Because she's not sitting there going, "Gee, I sure hope I meet some manly man that's coming in here to get his nuts sonogrammed. So I can
think
get a date."
occasionally, if you had a huge one,
No,
they would react like
No.
Excalibur. You know, like they're just like,
No.
"Holy ass, look at Mjolnir over
No.
here."
They've seen everything.
Not if it's big enough. That's what I'm saying.
No, they do not care.
Like-
They've
like
seen everything.
You take off your pants and like a noise is made because there's a thud.
No,
like that.
again,
That's what I'm talking.
No, I'm telling you, they don't care.
I
don't
I think if
care.
it's big enough, they'll care. I want to believe.
But you don't have that problem.
Oh, I definitely don't.
So
I do not.
Then don't worry about it.
I'm far closer to the other end of the
Yes,
continuum.
I understand.
Like I'm not in any medical freak
But
territory.
they don't want you. You don't want them feeling sorry for you either.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. I don't know. God, we had a huge one. We're really covering some new territory here. I'd never heard Stern do this bit before. Be amazing though. God, sometimes I think about it. Just having a tremendous dong. That would be liberating. I don't know. We can end the show on that now. No, I'm kidding. So I just real fast. I've been recovering for a week and it's been weird because I'm like dropping drops in my eyes every couple of hours. I've had to go back multiple times.
I'm not gonna lie,
and
you
check
look like you're functioning on like 3 and 4 hours of sleep.
Really?
Like,
Do
yeah,
it?
like
Okay, yeah.
I mean, your eyes are still a little swollen.
Well,
And that's when I first saw you before you even said LASIK. I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, he has been working hard because he doesn't look like he got much sleep.
I look
lately."
like Charlie Sheen and Ferris Bueller's. That's what you're saying.
Charlie Sheen. Oh, I'm like, I did like for like a half second, I had to be like,
Are you in here for
What?
drugs? What are you in here for? Drugs.
yeah,
One of the great little roles of all
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Well, what's gotten me lately, I think I looked better. I'm dumping this ointment that I swear to God is just Vaseline, and I have to put it on a Q-tip and smear
Yeah.
it on my eyeball
Mhm.
every night. And they've told me you can't really rub your eyes at all anymore.
Right. Not right
good,
now.
Not good for you, period. Supposedly they say anyone rubbing your eyes, knock that
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Not great for you.
Not good for you at all.
But for me especially, they're like, yeah, you can reshape your stupid retinas or
Oh.
corneas or whatever if you keep pressing
Well,
on
maybe
them. So
if I
don't do it.
if I do that, I can get myself my own LASIK.
Yeah,
just by
dude,
rubbing on
exactly.
my eyes
Get
constantly.
a couple of those little
Razor
suction
blades?
cup darts that the kids have in their guns.
Right.
And yeah, just go like you're plunging a toilet and see what happens. Good work.
Might work.
But they're like, don't even get water in your eyes. Don't wash them so directly.
Good Lord.
I mean, I'm taking a ton of antibiotics there, so I'm like, the hell
You
with
have to
this.
shower with like goggles on to keep.
I
them
was
fluffy?
honest to God about to buy goggles, and then
There you go.
I didn't in the end. But I mean,
Mask and a snorkel. That's what you
Yeah,
need for the
I mean, like
shower.
I'm Greek. Like I am oily and gross as hell. Like if I don't get a shower every 24 hours, like I'm covered in boils and stuff. Like hair follicles clog immediately. And I'm
Right,
just like,
right.
oh, there's a zit literally the size of a effing 50-cent piece. You know, like horrible things happen to my skin. So they were like, kind of steer clear of showers. I'm like, go to hell. And I just held my eyes shut. And like I can't do it. I cannot go to bed filthy. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, I have to shower every
Yeah.
day. I don't know, and God bless you for being able to do it. I don't know how girls just throw their hair up in a ponytail, go about their
Oh, they're
day,
disgusting.
and I'm
They're
like,
disgusting.
are you not showering today? No, I'm
My
just gonna-
ex would do it like
They're like,
2
I'm not-
times a week. It
they're
was
like,
repugnant.
They're like, I'm
dude.
not dirty. I'm like,
The
okay. I
hell
mean,
you are. Do you know what the human body does?
like-
Come on.
Whatever, it's fine. I
Oh,
shower
man.
every single day.
Every day. I remember listening to Don and Mike as a kid, and Geronimo would go on about like football weekends where he's like, I didn't shower since Friday morning.
Yeah,
I showered. I'm like, that is
awful.
horrific.
Yeah,
Why would
I'm
you?
with you.
That is as much a torture. Like, it's not even like a neutral. It's an active negative to me. Like, I need to feel the day's filth coming off of
Right.
me.
Gotta get clean.
Yeah, I'm not even like Dexter or something. It's not a psychological thing. I literally feel like layers of oil peeling off me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I am gross. But yeah, that has been my week. I'm eating like a pig and skipping the gym because I'm feeding the protein. I'm healing, you
Oh
know.
my
I
gosh.
gotta heal my keepers.
You're like a pregnant chick making
Oh,
excuses on
horrible.
why she
Gaining
can
like
just
80
eat
pounds.
as much as she
Oh,
wants.
I'm a
I'm
pig.
eating for 2. Well, you're
Yeah,
actually eating for 3 if you eat all
exactly.
of that.
No,
It's 3.
yeah, I'm healing for 5
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
I'm a mess,
Exactly.
dude. I'm just eating like salmon burgers. I'm like, they said to eat salmon. It's like, yeah, in a healthy way, you slob. But no, I've been at Silver Diner.
Salmon. You're eating fish?
Try to do as much. You're supposed to get a lot of omega-3. That's apparently good for the eyes.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's probably true.
Yeah, omega-3 and the Vaseline I smear in my eyes. And
You're not worried about PETA coming after you for eating fish?
oh, the PETA guys with their tweets and such in the news.
They're the most annoying people on the planet.
My beef.
Name me another anybody more annoying than them. You can't.
Adolf Hitler.
He's not alive.
But he was a Dickens. He was not a
Was
good
he annoying?
person.
I mean, was he like PETA annoying, or was he just like, you know?
I mean, I would assume like if you were into the arts and you're like, damn, my next latest Jewish entertainer is killed. This is very annoying for me.
I imagine if you had a stable of Jewish entertainers back in the late 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
It could have been a bit of an issue.
Yeah. No, Hitler, I have even stronger words than annoying for Adolf Hitler. I take stands on this show.
And that's my point. PETA, they're annoying. They're just like
Dennis Rodman.
Not as annoying.
Oh.
Not as annoying.
Marrying himself.
Yeah, but that doesn't bother me because he's not telling me that I need to marry myself. The PETA people are all sanctimonious. Oh, you can't say bring home the bacon anymore because you're talking about slaughtering an animal.
I think it's just a massive troll. So what you're talking about is a tweet that I've seen retweeted by like 5 different people.
They're not trolling.
Yourself among
They're
them.
serious. There was before,
but they have to know the reaction they'll get.
Of course.
Like, I mean, I might seriously proclaim like any woman that I blink twice at, I want a blowjob from. And like, honestly, that would be a great platform to run on. I would want that to happen. But if I tweeted that, I would expect backlash of some sort.
Right. But the difference is you probably wouldn't be serious about that.
I'm definitely serious about that. Why wouldn't you want that superpower? Come on, blink, and your whole day's better.
I suppose.
I shower daily.
My point is you don't have that power, so it's not like you can have that. PETA would actually like, and again, they kind of picked up on another thing where the whole idea for PETA now is that they want these phrases to be changed, killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yes.
Was one of them. They want that changed to feeding 2 birds with a scone. I think they're being stupid, but this originally started with saying that you shouldn't say things like bringing home the bacon because you could offend a vegan.
Okay.
You know what? Be offended.
Yeah.
Be offended. If that phrase bothers you
at this point,
yes. If that phrase bothers you, please, thank you. I have offended you then. Good.
I think this is kind of getting into that straw man stuff, though, where on both sides we have
no, it's not both sides. You're wrong. It's their side. These phrases have been around forever.
Yeah.
It doesn't literally mean that you're going to take a stone and kill 2 birds. That's not what it means.
I'll devil's advocate here because agreement is garbage on the radio.
Oh my gosh.
I'll devil's advocate in this.
You're going to lose. You're just going to take an L. You're going to take an L.
I need to buy 5 minutes, so I'll win in that.
Take the L. Take the L.
I'll just say this. A while ago, I remember hearing Patrice O'Neal, God bless him, may he rest in peace, having a conversation on Opie and Anthony where they all wanted to say, well, you know what? I'm going to put the little marker here. They all wanted to say the word faggot. And they were like, hey, look, faggot
completely different
doesn't mean legit faggot, like a homosexual individual. It just means you're acting like a faggot. And I feel the needle has moved on that, where
I agree.
I'm a piece of scum, so I'm saying it. But
when you were young, did you and your friends ever get together and play Smear the Queer?
Of course.
Right, of course. Did you think that the whole idea behind that game, for some of you younger folks who've probably never played it or never heard it called that, is you just had a bunch of guys or girls, if they wanted to play, I guess that was fine too. You would take the football, you would chuck it up in the air.
Technical term is girl queers.
Sure. You take the football, you throw it up in the air, and then there'd be a battle for whoever could get the football. And
is that how it worked? We used to just like pelt each other with.
Well, yeah. No, you throw. We did it where you throw the ball up in the air.
Yeah.
And whoever got it, you would try to then elude everyone and get to a certain point marked in the backyard. So that's kind of like your end zone or whatever.
Okay.
In the meantime, it's you against everybody else.
So it's Hunger Games.
Hence, smear the queer. You're just trying to kill whoever had the football. At no point when I'm 10, 11, 12 years old playing this game with a bunch of my friends in the neighborhood did I think, geez, so that means the person who has the football is a homosexual and likes to have sex with men. It never crossed my mind. Not one time. So these things, I agree with them. Sometimes the words don't mean what they mean. The difference is you're talking about a human being. And so I get it that, yes, we shouldn't use that type of language anymore. They don't call, I'm sure they don't even play that game anymore because you're not allowed to have physical contact as a kid because God forbid we keep scores and actually hit each other when we're playing games, right? Little kids can't do that anymore.
I don't have a kid, and as much as I make like kid touching jokes, I actually just hate kids. So I don't know anything.
They
about
don't keep score anymore. They don't do any of that stuff anymore.
Really, like soccer doesn't have.
No, when you're first. When you're first playing soccer, no, they don't keep score.
Do they still stick the fat kids on defense like they did me?
I'm sure they did.
Okay,
I'm sure they still do. But you can't play dodgeball. Dodgeball is verboten now in schools.
Yeah,
can't do that.
I can see not wanting the liability
because the fat kid gets picked on and just gets drilled in the head, or the girl that just stands there and gets hurt. But the point being, I get that society's moved on from saying those type of things. Who's being offended if you say, yeah, I had a great week of sales, I'm really bringing home the bacon this week? Your vegan friend is going to be like, the poor pig. How dare you? If they do, don't be their friend anymore. They're not your friend.
I'm trying to remember what.
If they're judging you for saying bring home the bacon, they are not your friend.
I mean,
period. End
I'll
of
say
story.
This. God damn it. Was it Gervais? I know it's someone. I didn't have this thought. I don't have thoughts. But someone said, like, okay, we all act like you're being offended is kind of like a be all end all point. But like, if you're offended, okay, be entitled to your offense.
You can be offended, but don't sit there and tell me what a terrible person I am because that bothers you.
Yeah. I don't know. The PETA stuff, I literally just laugh at because I don't know if it helps that I try not to eat some meats, but I'm like the biggest piece of crap when it comes to being, I guess I'd be flexitarian or whatever.
Sure.
Like, for example, my mom insists on still buying Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, look, I really don't want to eat chicken. And she's like, yeah, but I got you a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
And they're delicious.
I'll begrudgingly eat it because I'm like.
Begrudgingly? That sandwich isn't delicious.
It depends. It's like there are some depending on the day, you can get a good one. Other times, like without fail, it's always the last bite that contains the gristle prize.
No, yeah,
and I'm just like, son of a bit. Like that more than anything is what turns me off meat, the whole gristle nuggets and junk like that. But like I'll sit there because I'm like, look, a lot of times I see her buy these sandwiches, and if I'm like, I'm not eating it, it just goes in the back of the fridge, and 5 days later, it's in the trash. I'm like, well, that's even worse.
Her wasted money. So either way. I mean, look, just because you don't eat it doesn't mean that chicken isn't going to die. Somebody's going to eat that sandwich. Whether your mom orders it or not, that sandwich is getting sold.
I think there's one fewer sandwich in the mix. Okay. There's one chicken who's got his left titty because I didn't eat that sandwich.
All right.
Is
that just Chick-fil-A, or you like won't eat KFC, you won't eat Popeyes?
No, I don't do chicken. Like the only stuff I feel okay eating fish and below. Like I went to Red Lobster and I was like the Mao of shrimp over there. I was like 5 million can die. I do not care. Like I did legit. I want to say the shrimp, endless shrimp a couple of weeks ago.
You and Homer Simpson.
Yeah, it did. Yes. The Frying Dutchman. I went there and killed probably like 8-10 plates of shrimp.
Okay.
Great bow tie on that story. I thought I was being an awesome son. Brought home 2 portions of shrimp for my mom, as well as the Caesar salad. She was on the front end of was vomiting horrifically. Would not shut up about how weird it felt vomiting shrimp. She's like, I can feel the little bits in my throat. And so I started screaming back. I was like, I still have some shrimp left. Don't ruin shrimp for me. And
no, it was the lettuce, definitely. It was not
100% because I didn't touch the salad.
Yeah.
I didn't have it.
Yeah,
I thought I was being the good son, bringing home my mom some shrimp salad, some biscuits. Yeah, 30 minutes later. I mean, it was definitely not food poisoning because this was legit 2 hours later.
Yeah.
2 hours later, her head is in the toilet. And she was like, oh my God, what the hell happened? Yeah. And I just did the simple math, like the King of the Hill, where it's the beer getting them all sick, and they think it's the Mexican bananas. And then Bill's like, I ate a ton of bananas, but I didn't drink the beer, and Bill doesn't have the trots.
Right.
So I was like, legitimately, the only thing I didn't eat that you did is the salad. And we were, a week later.
Another argument to never eat salad.
Pretty much, like, not joking. It's uncooked, man. Like, there is some weird crap in it. Like, I'm trying to think, God, what kind of lungworms or something like that? Like, there's some weird larval junk you can eat. I forgot, like, a mother and son team, really the Chinese version of me and my mom, were eating salads. That's where the similarities end, over in China. And they got some sort of weird, like, spore or like organ, in their lungs, man. Right, and I get it. Like, I want to believe like the Chinese grow crap in sewage. Or
so you won't eat red meat then?
Like, it's easy for me to say I don't, because
like if I had you over to the house and went, dude, we're throwing some fat steaks on the grill, maybe some spare ribs, you'd be like, nah, I'm good.
It'd be a 50-50 thing, honestly. Like,
we're not serving tofu.
Yeah, so I don't want to offend, because this
me.
is the way that the Dalai Lama does it. Like, if they serve monkey brains, Dalai Lama's like, those are some good monkey brains. But left to his own devices, he tends to not. He's like a veggie or something like that. I'm similar. Like, when I would go out to the bar with my friends and they're like, yeah, we're getting like nachos with chili on it, I'd be like, I'm not making you get like one corner of that crap without it. Similarly, pizza, I'll be like, cool, now I know what pepperoni tastes like again. It's been every twice a year I might order some crap. If you're specifically like, look, all we're eating is ribs, I'll be like, yeah, okay, F it.
Yeah, no, I get you. But here's where the vegan people lose me though. Is I don't care. Like, if that's your thing, cool.
Yeah.
But you're not telling me I can't eat that stuff.
But I feel we've all gone in that direction where, because we all have our little social media platforms, a lot of us at least are trying to win hearts and minds.
No, but here's the difference. I'm not espousing every single day, you stupid vegans, why aren't you eating meat? It's good for you. I don't tweet that. I'm not trying to have somebody change their lifestyle because of the way that I am. They do. I don't like the activist people that are trying to tell me how I should live.
I mean, they view it the same way. I would say, like, that dude, that dip crap, John Chow. Is it John Allen Chow? The one that went to that island in the Indian Ocean. Like, they're killed? Evangelicals about this stuff. Yeah,
that's fine.
They view meat as murder the same way this dude is like, legitimately, if I don't get you believing in Jesus, your soul will burn in hell.
Then you know what we should do? The same thing the tribe did to that guy. That's what we should do to the vegans. It's a great point. That's a great point.
Full of arrows. Isn't that the saddest? Well, I don't think it's that.
No, it's not sad
story.
because he went back. He went back
3 times or 2 times.
So it's not sad. He knew.
The first time he came back and he had arrow holes, but like Looney Tunes, he just pulled them out. And I guess you probably saw like sunshine through them. And then day 2, he had to swim back because they took out his boat. So even the tribesmen who like crap on the beach, even they were like, dude, F off.
Right. Go away.
And day 3, they were just dragging his corpse around and playing sandcastle.
Did you see that there is, and you may not have, because this was like the Star, the Guardian, or one of those great British papers.
The ones with the page 5 girls. God,
yeah, exactly.
The British.
I think it's page 6.
Is it 6? Okay.
I don't remember. Maybe page 5. I don't remember.
Either way.
But anyway,
Brits have some.
There is off of Liberia, maybe? Right near Sierra Leone.
So Manassas?
No. In Africa, right near Sierra Leone.
Okay.
But there's an island right off the coast.
Sure.
There used to be a basically blood testing, like communicable disease testing ground with all these monkeys that got shut down because, again, they're testing all these awful diseases and cures on these monkeys.
Okay.
And basically they were left to their own device at this point.
Oh, God. So it's just the island of outbreak monkeys?
Yeah, it is. They all have these contagious diseases, and they don't like people. Can't blame them there.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess it's just like...
This is how Planet of the Apes starts, dude.
New York blood testing or whatever. And it was a U.S.-based company that had this place there that basically were like, we're done with the monkeys, so see you around.
Get the
And
hell
they got sued and everything else. So they're spending like $5 million in perpetuity to take care of these monkeys. But the only
drop a bomb on them.
I mean, the only thing is only certain people can get, because there's no food on the island, or there's not enough food to have them all survive. So these people that live near there can go on a boat, toss out the food to the monkeys, and okay, on they go. If anybody else tries to come, they start throwing stuff at them. So they'll like take melons, and if it's like just like a tourist, or like, hey, I want to go see Monkey Island. Of
course.
Okay.
Literal Monkey Island. There's a video game based.
So they start pulling up, and the monkeys are all like, what? No. And we'll start.
You're not my feeder. That's hilarious.
Fantastic. The problem is they also have some of the monkeys that I think they say are like 4 times as strong as humans because of some of the like testing and things that they've done.
Oh my God.
Seems like a bad recipe.
Oh my God.
So I don't know. I mean, they're done with the experiment.
How many movies are we going to conjure with just the reality of Monkey Island?
Right.
Over here?
I don't know why they didn't just go, hey, you know what the humane thing would do? They have, contagious diseases.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just euthanize them. And, as sad as it is.
I would just let them loose in an airport, man. I'm sick of civilization. Seriously, just dump them in Heathrow.
But so they can't, but they don't swim. So they can't get from their island to like the mainland, if you will. So they're just stuck. They literally are stuck on this island. And I don't know, the story didn't have enough detail to know, because the testing on them ended years ago. So are we just waiting for these monkeys to die out? Are they still breeding? I don't know.
They gotta be banging each other. They gotta be banging each other.
If they were smart, they would have sterilized them before they just let them out of their, of the testing facility.
That's capitalism at work sometimes. If your money's gone, you're like, I don't care.
$5 million still now.
Yeah, but I thought they'd get away with it.
They did, and they didn't.
Oh man,
it's terrible.
I would give anything for a pet monkey, though. Like,
come on,
really,
Ross, stop.
Well, no, I'm not that tall, sadly. I would not.
Or that's sad either.
Yeah, no, man, I love monkeys. I mean, I know that they can. I was really down with the pet monkey idea up until that lady got her face ripped off.
I was gonna say that's great. Put a diaper on him. You could change his diaper all the time, and then he'll rip your face off.
Oh, my monkey's smart. He would poo outside.
Yeah, I would train him. I don't think so.
I don't know. Dude, you can potty train a cat. You gotta be able to potty train a monkey. I would assume.
They like to throw their feces. I don't know.
Who wouldn't? Look at the arms on those guys, man.
Yes.
Like, people like throwing balls, but imagine being able to throw your perfectly sculpted feces.
That for some reason doesn't appeal to me at all.
I don't know. Get a latex glove,
But I like your idea. I like your idea that we should treat the vegans the same way that those villagers treated that missionary. No, you don't have to shoot them full of arrows. Just have them killed.
Break their boats. Gotcha.
Just have them. Of course, I say that and don't mean it. So don't call up your local authorities. Oh, it's listen to this podcast.
He's writing on a piece of paper. Yes, I do.
Kill all these vegans.
You can see it on the YouTube.
Dummies.
All right. Well, we can. You want to punch out? I think we got.
Do I want to punch a vegan? No.
I think we got about 17 minutes left.
We can punch out. It's up to you.
No, let's keep talking. What the hell?
I'm looking at my watch.
What else did you bring to the table for me? Since I literally just had my eyes being wounded.
Well, you know what?
Otherwise, I've done nothing.
You mentioned Pete Davidson eyes earlier.
I did.
And that brings me to the whole, and you and I, of course, just on the pulse of everything hot in pop culture.
Of course. Of course. I can sing Mbop.
Everyone is freaking out over that Ariana Grande video, the new one for the Thank You Next song.
Okay.
Did you watch it? I kind of gave you that homework assignment of if it came up.
Much like real homework, I am right now going for a web browser.
You did not watch it. All right.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you because, again, I know you're not a big Ariana Grande fan. You're not rocking that on your iPod or your Pandora
Literally,
or whatever.
The only fascinating thing I know about her is she did some genetic testing and she's like mostly Greek apparently. So I'm like, okay, I have this much kinship with you. And
that's probably true.
A lot of people freak out when they see her like dressed scantily.
Yeah.
Because they're always like,
she's 24. So
yeah, but they're always like, she looks 14. I'm like, where are your 14-year-olds? Because that would make for an interesting moral quandary because I don't think she looks young. Okay. anyone
she
beyond
looks-
a certain age
I don't
looks
think she looks like a
youngish.
teenager.
Yeah, exactly. Like
She
she
doesn't look like a
looks.
teenager.
I'm like, what freakish thought are you guys having?
Yeah, she looks like she's in her 20s.
Yeah.
because she is.
I cannot tell you how many people are like, she looks like a kid. I'm
But,
like,
like-
yeah, creepily, sexily. What, you know?
Yeah, 6 years ago when she was 18, she looked like she was in her 20s. I mean, that's to me, she's always looked older than she was.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
maybe that's the opinion then of much younger men. Because to me,
I don't
I'm
know.
like, she looks like any woman of roughly
Right.
her age.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
someone in their early 20s looks kind of weirdly young to me. You know,
right. Well,
like,
of course.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it and go, okay, she's 24. So yeah, technically old enough to be your dad. That's where I'm coming from on that one. Because I go, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Even in my case, if I were banging the teacher,
Well,
if I was like the coolest kid in the
fair.
school, she could be my kid.
Right. There you go. But so she did this video. Thank You Next is the name of the song. And
Do you
it's
think she dumped Pete Davidson just to promote?
just for the video?
Yeah, just to be
Wow,
like,
that would
I
be
haven't even seen the
impressive.
video, but just I know that she kept tweeting like some retarded mina bird, thank you next, like after the breakup. And at first I was like, is she just limited speech wise?
I didn't even know that she did that. That
Yeah,
shows you how
people-
far off the
People were
radar.
retweeting it and just her being like, thank you next. I'm like, all right, I get it. And but it was just a single tie-in, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, it's not a great pop song.
What takes
It's
place in
okay.
this video?
Like,
You're saying
so
the video is special.
yeah, no, it's not even special. It's just everybody freaked out because she did all the stuff. She basically just did. The video is kind of like 4 separate little vignettes of 4 movies from like when she was growing up in the 90s.
Oh, does she
Like-
say thank you next? And we cut to the next movie.
Well,
Ooh.
I don't know if she
Which
necessarily does
films
that,
are they?
but it's Mean Girls.
Okay,
Have you seen Mean Girls?
I have.
So like part of the video. Remember when they did the little Jingle Bell Rock?
I was literally going to say that's
Yeah,
all that comes to the brain. Yeah,
and Mommy Kardashian, whatever her
Chris. Yes.
is there doing the Amy Poehler part with the video camera.
Okay,
So it's relative. That's relatively funny. You go, oh, okay,
that's clever enough.
I get
sure.
it.
Yeah,
Bring It On.
I've never.
the cheerleading movie.
Yeah, I never saw those.
13 going on 30, which is the Jennifer Gardner.
I shamefully believe I have seen
Yeah,
that,
Jennifer Gardner one, and then
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, and then
She's
Sin
got
City,
milkshake and blood.
and
on
then
her
Sin
face.
City. They do that one too.
Oh,
where
no
it's all-
kidding. Okay,
no,
so she's just
kidding.
Alva. Nice. Damn it. Damn it. You got me on that one. God damn it. You
Yeah.
hook, line, and sinker me on that one.
Yeah, the horse city.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
what they
much.
did in Sin
Yeah.
City. What is the 4th one? Mean Girls. Bring It On.
I don't know what
I'd probably have
what
to see
shit
that.
is on TBS?
Legally Blonde is the
I
other
was just
one.
gonna okay.
Legally Blonde.
Some crappy that fits that entire milieu.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, I guess
I've not seen Legally Blonde. I know her dog is gay in it or something.
I've-
I've literally seen 30 seconds. I
No
believe the
idea.
dog is gay. I could be very wrong here.
Haven't seen 13 going on 30. I
I
haven't seen
God, I
Legally
wanted to-
Blonde.
I wanted to put it to Garner back in the day.
Sure, but doesn't mean I'm going to go see some.
It was on HBO or some crap. You know, I fucking
Sure,
hated my
keep
life.
telling yourself
We can
that.
swear, by the way. It's past the hour mark, so I can say whatever the fuck.
You have been this whole time.
I said faggot 3 times.
Um,
I was trying to conjure him like Beetlejuice.
Bring It On. I've seen because the stepkids. That was.
I see. I've
I
never
think
seen
I've seen
that.
all of them.
It's
And there's like 6 or 7, 8 of them. I don't even know.
well, yeah. Isn't Bring It On like
That's the one Kirsten Dunst is in.
exactly? But
Yeah.
they did the American Pie thing where there's like 8
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
straight to videos.
It's-
There's like Bring It On
it's-
goes black. Like,
yeah.
like-
Bring It On again.
yeah,
And again. Yeah.
yeah. It was kind of like the Shaft stuff. Where,
Yeah,
like,
but
it
I've-
just went on and on.
Like the first 2 or 3, I think I could probably recite as I'm watching it because the kids watched it all
I saw Mean
the
Girls once.
time.
I love Tina
I-
Fey. I thought it was overrated as fuck.
See,
it's fun.
I
but-
haven't seen it. And like some of my friends that are, again, my age, mid 40s or whatever, have been like, no, dude, it's actually really funny. You'd probably get a kick out of it if you watched it. Because I like Clueless. I think Clueless is funny. I mean, it's a pretty good movie. I think it's funny.
I've never.
Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, I saw a chunk of it because my journalism teacher was sick in
Okay.
high school.
And
so
they just
they-
let you watch.
yeah,
Clueless.
they're just like, here, this tape is knowledge. And we
There you go.
I
You're
I
like,
was
what?
Yeah, I was just talking to people in the back. I
Yeah.
didn't watch it. I was like, the hell with this shit.
But so
Although, god damn, Stacey Dash.
Yep.
There's
there's some good looking.
I know she's a
women in
nut
that.
bar, but
Yeah.
fuck me.
But so this Ariana Grande video, everybody's like looking for all these hidden messages in it, all these little, and I'm like,
It's the fucking
you're reading way too much into it.
yeah.
She did a cute little takeoff, and it is, I from what I know, again, of the 2 movies, I know a little bit about Mean Girls because everybody always talked about it,
Yeah.
and seeing Bring It On 1,000 times because the kids, it was kind of cute. A couple of the
Was
scenes,
the kid you watched Bring It On with named Little Billy?
no, no. It was kind of. I mean, she did a good job where you go, okay, yes, I remember that scene from. I mean, so you kind of go, I make that connection. Okay, good for her, whatever. But then you've got people like, there's some writer that was like, oh, this is anti, and I don't know all the initials. What is
LGBTQ
LMNOZ, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
we've got
remember
more
all
than
of it.
Q now at this point.
I know. Talking about how it was celebrating
because they
heterosexualism and all, and it's like,
what sites are you reading?
She's oh no, this is like like Vulture or something like that. Like
I feel you have a news feed set up to just anger you. You're like,
no,
fucking vegans.
No. This was because again, I'm like watching the video because everybody's talking. I was like, okay, well, I got it. I got to stay on top of these things. I coach high school basketball. If they start talking about it, I need to be able to be like, yeah, that was cute when they did. Just want to be able to be, be able to relate.
Yeah.
So I'm reading all this stuff, and there's like the Washington Post did a whole video on the comparisons of, oh, look, here's Mean Girls. Here's what the Ariana Grande video did with me. And it's like,
this is journalism.
Like, yes.
And
I'm like,
how
what?
Stupid we are.
I was like, this is what it's come to now?
There is no fucking creativity. It's literally someone just doing what you've done. You're like, I've done seen that before. And now too.
And I'm going to show you what they did side by side.
In case your brain cannot conjure these visions, look side by side. Yeah, it's so dumb.
Yeah,
God, we're fucking stupid.
It was ridiculous. But yeah, so then you have the writer, weighing in on, oh, it's, she had this slur and everything else and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's just a fun
gives a shit
video.
Yeah.
Stop.
Fuck.
Reading so
I hope there's
much
one
into
difference. She
it.
pulls out her damn tits at the end of each scene. There you go.
No, she doesn't do that.
Fuck.
But she does dance around on her bed doing a little pom-pom cheer thing. Again, from Bring It On, she recreates. So that works
I would have liked that if I were getting my first like 8th grade boner. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point.
Again, the beginning of the video, she does make a great point in this. And that a lot of the video, they talk about all the different things like social media and everything. And there is a thing at the very beginning, again, taking off from Mean Girls. Mm-hmm. You would have had to have seen Mean Girls to understand it. But the one girl goes, at the very beginning, she's like, oh, there's this rumor going around that Ariana was pregnant. So I got pregnant too. And then the camera pans out and she's actually pregnant. Mm-hmm. And the girl goes, but it ended up being a lie. Again, making the point that you don't do stuff just because you think a celebrity did the same thing. So saying that this girl decided to get pregnant because she heard Grande was, and then
that's the
false.
Problem with where this country is.
But
the people who get pregnant for any reason are the people that shouldn't be breathing.
Right. But it was just, you kind of go, okay, again, the Mean Girls thing.
Yeah.
But in a deeper level going, yeah, you know what?
We should sterilize the stupid. I am with you, Bill.
But you know what? There probably is at least one girl out there that heard that rumor about Ariana Grande and got pregnant saying, oh, I could be pregnant at the same time as her. Because there are people in this world that are that sick. I'm telling you.
And you don't want me releasing the goddamn monkeys in the airport.
Well, I mean, what airport? Just so I know that I'm not going to be there.
You know what? We're going to do O'Hare.
Ooh.
Gonna do O'Hare. Okay. It's already nightmare.
I mean, that's a hub. That's a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. Like
a lot of people.
Oh, I want the walls coming down.
If you said Hartsfield down in Atlanta, I might have been okay with that.
Yeah, we could do the Hotlanta one, but I go through that one a lot. I've never been to O'Hare.
All right.
Like, I want a couple of weeks to see what I did.
Maybe Love Field down in Dallas.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That one too.
Dallas. They killed Kennedy and they had the Cowboys. The hell with Dallas. I'll never forget. Like, Dallas could be the nicest city on earth, and just because it's the home of the Cowboys, and I'm a Redskins fan, I'm like, fuck Dallas. Like,
we didn't even get into your poor Redskins at all.
Oh, I knew what would happen. Like, not that Colt McCoy would be crippled, but I knew that game was going to be a fucking disaster. barely turned it on. I
Okay.
tapped in every 5 minutes. They were already down by the time I looked. I was like, cool, I'm going to go back to playing the video games which are helping my eyes heal. Dexterity exercises and whatnot.
There you go. Wait, and what do you want? Are you still just Smash Brothers, or
Uh,
what console do you have?
oh, I'm only a Nintendo
Okay.
guy because I grew up with it. So
Okay.
I don't. The other stuff to me is it's all just first person shooters. Like if you do PlayStation or Xbox, it's all just like, hey, I have it's just GTAs or Battlefield games and just shit I don't care about.
Everybody has said, and again, I'm just reading reviews, and I don't know. I don't have. I go, I really need to upgrade my system. I should get the new PS4, and then I saw where it's 5 years old now. To tell you, how bad off I am.
What they're apparently doing is
Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption 2 are supposed to be 10s, like amazing.
Red Dead's supposed to be that crazy, but I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck about the Grand Theft Auto thing where it's like, oh my god, I can actually go to McDonald's, eat a burger, and then shit it out. I'm like, I can do that too. Watch, I'll do I do it in 20 minutes.
Yeah, but you can't go and shoot a hooker in a back alley and get away with it.
Well, I'll do it in 20 minutes. Watch. No, I don't get the appeal of complete simulated reality. Like, call me a dipshit, but like, I enjoy just to this day Zelda games, Mario games. I got a game called Bloodstained, which is done by the guy who made Castlevania. If you remember those games.
Yeah, I love that Castlevania game.
He just made a better Castlevania.
Nice.
And it was like $7 to download it. I'm playing the shit out of that thing, and it looks like just a dumb 8-bit game. I'm loving it.
I have some of the Grand Theft Autos because I don't necessarily like the online everybody running around.
Oh, the hell with that.
I like the actual progressing through the game where you have to like do the mission.
A finite game.
I like that because I'm not going to be able to go rob a bank. But when you want to blow off steam, every once in a while, it's fun to just get whatever weapon and start mowing people down.
But it's not,
and then I feel better.
To me, it's not real enough.
No.
First of all, second, I'll just watch Heat. I'll just watch Heat.
I don't want it to be real enough because then I'm afraid it'd be like,
yeah,
I could actually pull this off.
I don't know. Maybe it's because like I've worked as a locksmith for so long. Like I've heard of my dad being present when there are holdups and stuff like that, and I've seen the back of banks, and I'm like, I wouldn't shoot these tellers. They're my friends. So I've never seen the allure of the bank robbery scenes in any movie. Like I've just been exposed to that shit since I was literally 10.
But Spider-Man is supposed to be phenomenal.
It's supposed to be very good. I don't know if it's supposed to be like the same tier as that what you're talking about, the Grand Theft with horses.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be good. Fuck. I'll send you a link the next time. Every so often, there was a Black Friday offer that keeps cropping up where it's like 200 bones.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I've seen that, and I should just go get it.
Treat yourself, man.
Yep. You know what it would be? I'd play for like an hour one day, and I'd be like, why am I doing this? Why am I?
That's how I am with like 90% of video games. It's like I said, out of everything I purchased for that fucking Switch, Mario Odyssey, Zelda Breath of the Wild. Those are the two I lost my soul to. Other than that,
my PS3 probably hasn't been turned on in months.
You're a selfish lover.
I just don't feel like I have time. Like I'm just like, what am I gonna do? Sit down and do what? I've already gone through Grand Theft Auto. I mean, they're not really making new games. I'm stuck in purgatory.
Well, no,
I gotta upgrade.
There's no purgatory. You've been left in the dust. You're like a guy with an 8-track. Like, come on, where's the new Grand Funk? What?
Right? Where's my Mac Davis cartridge? You need it. Yeah,
I have been neglected.
It's a great reference if anybody knows Mac Davis at all.
I do not. I'll need it explained.
Really? It's a 70s reference.
Oh, yeah. No, I freely admit my ignorance.
Yeah. Well, you probably shouldn't. Mac Davis his career was over probably a good 15 years before you were alive. So,
and that is why I can bang the girls in their early 20s. There you go.
Half your age plus 7. That's the rule.
Yeah, I like that rule. That's a good one. Hold on. Let's do that math. Do I get to round down? 30. Okay, cool.
Half your age plus 7.
I can live with that.
It works almost at every age.
Yeah. My previous girlfriend was a little under that.
Oh, good for you.
A touch. No, it wasn't good. This might shock you.
That's why it didn't work.
There was a maturity gap present.
There you go.
All right. Well, Bill, let's wrap this thing up.
Right.
I think we talked about Ariana Grande, and I'll watch that video.
Poor Pete Davidson.
You know who was the secret piece of ass in Mean Girls? I forgot. This is what I wanted to bring up.
Lindsay Lohan?
No, everyone crows
Secret.
about
Secret.
Lindsay Lohan and Regina George was what's her fucking Rachel McAdams, and then
Rachel McAdams pretty hot.
you had Amanda Seyfried. She's pulled out her jugs.
Yeah.
And then there's the skinny broad that I think was in Party of Five or something, who played Gretchen Wiener. Like, it's always that weird thing where guys.
Oh, is that Lacey Chabert or whatever her name is?
Lacey Underhill.
Yeah.
From Caddyshack.
Right.
The secret hottie, much like in real life.
Tina Fey?
Oh God, yeah.
No.
The girl that played the goth girl, Lindsay Kaplan, who later got naked 100 times in True Blood, and I think it's called Masters of Sex on Showtime.
No clue who she is.
Fucking vicious body.
I guess I'll have to go back and watch Mean Girls and figure out who the goth girl is.
Oh yeah.
We've got the DVD.
Oh yeah,
home,
no,
so
just
I'll
watch it. She's like the friend that gets betrayed by that redheaded Judas that is Lohan. Like, there's the big fat gay dude, and then the other girl. Like, I guess she's gothish, goth tendencies.
I'll have to go back and watch it. You know what? Maybe that's what I'll have to do tonight. Well, have to be a Mean Girls video.
Fuck watching Mean Girls. Just watch the Masters of Sex where she's naked a million times. You don't have to,
I guess.
You're like, I want her teen, goddammit.
No.
Well, Bill Rohland, if they want to get a hold of you on Twitter, it's at Bill Rohland.
At Bill Rohland, very simple. Make sure you put the H in, Rohland. Yep.
Yeah, Rohland.
That's right.
I'm John Papa Giorgio's at Papa's Basement on everything. Subscribe on YouTube. We've been losing a couple people there. We're down to 206 subscribers. We were at 208 at one point. I know these are like just staggering numbers, like the national debt. You're like, fuck, 200? I mean, how are that many people in existence at any one time? But yeah, we got there.
It's good.
Those are our numbers. Yeah, fuck.
We need 210 by the end of the year.
210. Do it or I'll fucking kill myself. I'll put out my shitty $5,000 eyeballs and I'll fucking kill myself.
Wow.
There you go. YouTube. And all that other shit. Till the next one. We are out of here.
We're home free. School's out, baby.
Good show?
Nothing to talk about, nothing to critique. Great show, great guests tomorrow. You go home, have a glass of wine, whack off. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's the post-show critique?
Yeah, you're the best.
It's my time to go. I successfully burned all my bridges. Nobody loves me, and I don't love nobody.
Then he said penis.
Yeah. Then he said